Hello, my name is Leah Sugarman. Welcome to your yin yoga practice focusing on the lower back. So for this practice, you'll probably want to have one yoga block, at least one. If you don't have a yoga block, it's not essential. You could always substitute this with like a thick book, or you could of course use a pillow or a firm couch cushion or a rolled up towel or a rolled up blanket or anything that you have lying around the house just to support you in your yin practice today. So go ahead and grab that and get started in a seated position. And draw the soles of your feet together, open your knees out wide. And you can determine how close or how far away you'd like your heels to be. So just pick a place that feels like an appropriate position for you today. You may wish to sit up onto your prop and elevate your hips here. That might feel really comfortable for you in this moment. You may wish to hold on to your prop to use and support you later if you decide to take a forward fold. So once you find this butterfly shape in your legs, take your hands back behind you, and you can be on palms or fingertips, but gently press the floor away to lift and lengthen your spine. Now this might feel nice. You have the option to stay here. You may wish to release your hands a little bit further back behind you and kind of curl in on your back and round your back body as you slump your shoulders forward. Maybe this feels good for you. Maybe you start to feel some release in your lower back just by coming into this position. Maybe you feel like you need a forward fold to focus on your lower back today. So maybe you'd like to walk your hands forward and gently start to round into your back body. Perhaps draw your chin towards your chest and curl one bone over the other as you fold forward and release. Now for this, you may wish to just allow your upper body to dangle forward and down. Maybe you'd like to take your prop and rest your head over it. Or perhaps you'd like to rest your arms over it. So just find the positioning that feels the most comfortable for you right now. Find an edge in this shape that feels really appropriate. So a place where you don't feel your deepest stretch ever, but maybe just the beginning sensations of a stretch. Maybe you start to feel a gentle tug or pull against your lower back, or perhaps in your inner thighs, or really anywhere along your whole back body, or in your legs or your hips. So when you find a really appropriate place for you today, then just commit to stay in stillness here. Commit to stay for some time. And bring your attention specifically to your lower back. And imagine that you could breathe directly into this space. So focus on sending each breath all the way down to your lower back. Let it fill through your nostrils, let air draw down through your throat, into your chest, through your lungs, and then visualize it moving all the way down to fill the space around your kidneys and all the way down into your lower back, maybe reaching all the way down toward the pelvis. And then just visualize it slowly releasing back out with every exhale. Take another 3 breaths here. And then on your next breath, if you folded forward, slowly lift up through your back body. Take a hold behind your knees, draw your knees toward each other, plant your feet to the floor. You can move any props over to the side for a moment. Take your hands back behind you if they're not there already, and walk your feet out as wide as your mat. And just slowly release both knees over toward your left. And then come back to center And release both of your knees toward your right. And then come back to center. And just continue to windshield wiper your legs from side to side. You can move at any pace that feels appropriate for you. And again, focus on your lower back here. Visualize the movement of your thigh bones in your hip sockets, just really influencing your lower back. Continue to send your breath to that space. And take one more breath in each direction. Slowly bring your legs back to center, plant your feet to the floor, and then walk your legs out long toward straight. So you're welcome, if you'd like to slide your prop underneath your knees and keep a gentle bend in your knees. You're welcome to slide a prop underneath your hips if you'd like. If you feel comfortable, you can ground your hips to the floor and straighten your legs completely. So again, play around with your edge. Find what feels best for you today. Find what will support your lower back. So it doesn't need to be your deepest opening possible. Just find a position that will support you in your focus of today to support your lower back. So just let your feet be a little bit apart, maybe like hip distance apart. And then take your hands or your fingertips back behind you and gently press down against the floor to find length in your spine. So maybe having an elongated back body feels best for your lower back today, so you have the option to stay here. Maybe you'd prefer to round your spine, so maybe you'd like to draw your belly button in towards your back body, curl and round through your pelvis, your lower back, your middle back, your upper back. You might wish to walk your hands backwards to round your shoulders forward, even release your chin to your chest. Maybe this feels best for your lower back today. Option to stay here. Option to round and curl your back forward and down over your legs. So you could again draw your navel in toward your spine, draw your chin toward your chest, and round and curl forward. And again, find what feels best for your lower back. You may wish to again grab your prop and perhaps rest your forehead over it. Maybe rest your arms on top of it again. So play around again with what feels best for you today. Find that appropriate edge. Find the place where it's not the deepest sensation in your body, but where you just start to feel the beginning of a stretch, the beginning sensations of like a gentle tug underneath your skin. Specifically looking for that sensation today in your lower back. So play around with your positioning to find that sensation in your lower back. And then when you find an appropriate place, let your legs completely relax. Let your back relax. Let your head relax. Let your arms relax. And commit to stay in stillness for some time. Again, visualize that you could send your breath directly into your lower back space. And with every inhale, envision your kidneys puffing up and growing larger, your lower back creating a little bit more roundness. And then with every exhale, visualize that space kind of deflating as the air releases out. Take another 2 deep breaths. And if you fold it forward, inhale to slowly rise back up. You can move any props over toward the side of your mat. Bend your knees deeply, plant your feet to the floor. Cross your ankles and roll forward onto all fours. Find a neutral tabletop position and take any organic movements here that feel nice. So you may wish to flow through some cat-cow, maybe relax your belly toward the floor, open your chest, and then round your whole back body. Maybe you'd prefer to just simply sway your hips gently from side to side. Maybe it would feel best for you right now to just release your seat to your heels and surrender into a child's pose. So play around with what feels best for you right now. Tap into whatever your body is craving and give it that. So wherever you are, take one more breath. And then very slowly and mindfully find your way down onto your belly. And bring your forearms down onto the floor. Option to have your shoulders aligned over your elbows. You have the option to have your elbows further forward of your shoulders. You have the option to draw your elbows in perhaps a little bit closer towards your body, behind your shoulders. So find the positioning in Sphinx pose that feels most appropriate for you right now. Again, bring your awareness to your lower back and just notice what sensation feels the best there. Perhaps you'd like a little bit more sense of compression there. Maybe you want to bring your elbows underneath your shoulders, or maybe that compression feels like it's too much today and you'd like to walk your hands further forward to release some of that tension in your lower back. So find the positioning that you like the best. Find an appropriate edge, a place where you feel the beginning of sensation, but nothing too intense. A place that feels really sustainable so that you can stay here for some time. And allow yourself to commit to stillness as you hold here. Now you're welcome to keep your neck lengthened, or if it feels nice, you're welcome to draw your chin to your chest and relax your head down. You may wish to rest your forehead over a prop. If it feels good, you can kind of shrug your shoulders up towards your ears and really melt the weight of your chest toward the floor. So again, visualize breathing into your lower back space. Visualize the inflation and deflation of your lower back with every breath. You have the option to stay exactly as you are, or if you would like to intensify sensation within your lower back, you could bend into your knees. So just decide if that feels like an appropriate edge. If things just got a little bit too intense, you could always back out. Or if it feels appropriate for you, then feel free to stay as you are. Take another 2 deep breaths. And if your legs are bent, gently straighten through your knees, release your feet back down to the floor. Slowly and mindfully release the weight of your upper body down toward the mat. You're welcome to stack your hands, create a little pillow, and rest one cheek or your forehead onto that pillow. Again, bring your awareness to your lower back and visualize your breath moving through this space in your body. Turn the toes of your left foot open toward the left side of your mat so you create external rotation in your thigh. And then just gently bend into your left knee, slide it up your mat towards your left elbow. Create a slight asymmetry in your body to create a gentle release now into your lower back. And feel free to stay here for as long as time allows today. If it feels comfortable to you, you could switch sides and draw your right knee up towards your right elbow as you straighten and extend your left leg out. So just focus all of your awareness onto your lower back. And keep this awareness with you even as you move on with your day. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Namaste.